Okay, so we've kind of almost gone into answering the next question, but the next question is, what gives you the biggest buzz in your work, but also in your life? What gives you the biggest buzz?
Definitely in my work is when someone gets the thing that they've asked for. So, most people approach me because they're looking for a change or something to transform or something to be different, or they want to grow. They've reached some kind of success in life or business, but they know there's more. I say it's more like they want to deepen their experience of life. And when you see them sort of drop into that, it just lights me up in ways that almost nothing else does, actually. I mean, even talking about it is exciting. Yeah. And I was thinking about, well, what gives me that buzz in life? And it's hard for me to almost separate life and business in some ways. It's the same, because what I do is who I be. Yeah. And so, there's that. If I had to separate it out, I would say things that give me a buzz in my life are definitely a good workout at the gym. Makes me feel very buzzy and excited. I'm sure there's a chemical reason for that, but also I feel like I've done something good for myself. And because I do it first thing in the morning, I've also then won the day already, which helps. Certainly being outside in nature, maybe not when it's cold like this, but connecting with nature really helps. Time with my partner and my family and loved ones gives me a buzz. There's lots of other things, the obvious things, reading a good book and, I don't know if I'm allowed to say it, but sex as well gives me a good buzz. And yeah, lots of things. Talking with you.
Ditto. But I think that's a good point, is there's so many ways to give yourself a buzz, isn't there? And I think we sit and wait, don't we, in life? We sit and wait for someone else to bring the buzz to us and facilitate the buzz for us. And actually there's so many ways to create it for yourself, really simple, easy ways to create it for yourself. Perfect.
Yeah, I think that's really important too, because when you're relying on someone outside of you for that, you're in trouble, because what if they don't show up, or they change their mind, or they don't bring the right thing? Yeah. Whereas you have lots of ways of doing it for yourself, you feel abundant and rich, and you're not, it's not that you shouldn't rely on someone else, it's just that you've got it all here already.
Yeah, absolutely. And it's not just people either, is it? And we had this conversation recently about relying on external events, things that are happening outside of you, relying on those to give you your validation or your buzz or your happiness or your whatever the thing is, whatever word you put with it. And we do that a lot, and we do hang our happiness on the people and the things that are happening,
and the circumstances
to us, rather than, like you say, realizing that it's in here all the time, any time we want to tap into it, any time at all, and that's all we have to do. And then again, it's the hardest thing in the world to do sometimes, isn't it?
Especially in this world that kind of reinforces all the time that you need stuff to make you feel happy, and you need likes on Facebook to make you feel valid, and and so all those things then create a kind of chemical reaction in the body as well that we get addicted to, and it's all a bit of a mess. But when you can step back and look at it and get a clearer perspective on it all, then you can, it just takes awareness. Yeah. And then when you have awareness, you can make new choices. And then someone needs to remind you to have that awareness again. We're all helping each other. Yeah. And then you can make those new choices again.